Welcome to the Connected Yoga Teacher Facebook Live show. My name is Shannon Crow and I'm your host today. I'm trying something here a little different, guys. I'm trying a sideways view on my camera. And I didn't do a practice video like I've said in some of my email articles. So I hope it's working. When you get on here, let me know, type away where you're from and what your name is. So today I'm really excited to share 3 tools for simple graphics. We're going to get into that very soon. Some people have questioned me, why am I sharing these Facebook Live videos and how am I getting paid for them? And so the consulting work that I do with teachers and studios is how I get paid. And this is one of the things that I love to introduce to teachers and studios because it's great tools that they can use. And sometimes I help people a little bit further along with this as well. But the reason why I do this is because I love to share the tools that I've learned over the last 10 years of teaching. Hello, Sean, I see you're here. Hey, Sean, let me know if my video is sideways, because if so, I'm going to start again. If I'm straight up and down, type a little comment there. So the reason why I do this is because I want yoga teachers to have a little easier time sharing the yoga that really resonates with them. And the way I find is easy to help teachers do that is to help them navigate things like making graphics. So some people really like to do this work. I really enjoy doing it. Other people don't. And so this is a great information session, and you can kind of figure out, is this work that you want to do, or is this basic work that might come in handy and you might use it sometimes, or are you just going to hire a graphics designer? If we have graphics designers who are yoga teachers or graphic designers in general, can you please post a little link to your business, because it would be great to get some like a little list going of recommendations. Or if you know someone who's a great graphics designer or someone who designs logos, posters, put that in there as well. All right, Sean says straight up. So just like Paula Abdul. All right, we're straight up. So we can do a sideways view. This is good. I'm putting together a little list of how to do Facebook Live videos for future, but I'm going to play around with these ones. So a little bonus before we start. I've had a good conversation with a teacher about some ideas for practicing cues. So if you guys tuned in in our private Facebook group, the Connected Yoga Teacher, Roslyn Kemmer shared a great yoga practice. It was live and she cued the whole way. She couldn't see us, so that was an even bigger challenge because normally she does Skype teaching, but she can see her students. So she couldn't see us and she was cueing. It was brilliant. And then people were asking me, how can I practice my cueing skills? So one idea is to write them down, ones that resonate with you. So I remember doing this repetitive sequence with the same teacher, and then I went to use that cue in my class and I didn't even understand what it meant. I had just heard it so many times. So find the cues that resonate with you. When I first started teaching, I recorded myself, and that was harder then. I had to go out and buy a little recorder and record it. But nowadays, you can just use your little phone or whatever, even your computer, to record your voice and then play it back and see what it feels like to do the class. So that's great practice for beginner teachers. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. Hi, Roxy. And Shannon. Great name. I know that some people watch the replay and they're sad because they feel like it's Romper Room and their name isn't getting called. And one of those people is Pam. So hi, Pam. And if you're watching the replay, you can let me know, hey, don't forget to say hello to me next week. Number 3 is using one pose in your class that you're going to teach and deciding to do the cues for that pose. So a great one is people lying on their back, hug the knees in, rock side to side. And if you want to do what I call a little figure 4 pose, or the opposite ankle to opposite knee while they're lying on their back, so they can't even see you. if you were demoing that pose, they would have to crank their neck and look around, and so that's a great one to practice. Another one for practicing your cues, and I just thought of this week, so thank you to Anne. Her and I were chatting at the studio, and she was asking me like for some more ideas. Now with technology, here's what I would do with my type A personality practicing cues. If I really wanted to get good at it. If you play a video, like say for instance, a really great one, and Kim's on here already, is Yoga with Adrienne. Kim, if you want to post the link for Yoga with Adrienne, that would be awesome. Yoga with Adrienne, you could play a video like that, or any yoga video, where you kind of know what pose they're doing. So let's just take triangle pose as an example for a moment. But you turn the volume down, and instead you record yourself cueing the movement, and then play it back to yourself and do triangle pose. I hope that makes sense. But that is like the extreme of practicing cueing without doing. And really you just have to dive in there. And I make mistakes all the time. And sometimes I cue a pose and then I say to my students, okay, obviously my words aren't working today because half the class did not do what I had in my mind, which means that my words aren't working. So let's all take a deep breath and I'll try that again. Okay, so today, 3 tools for simple graphics. I got my notes here in front of me. All of these notes will be available in an email that's going to go out to the teachers. So if you're not signed up for my teacher email, go to shannoncrow.com, sign up for the teacher email after this video. Unless you open another tab. But I'm going to show you something soon, so you might want to stay tuned. I just want to clarify that I am not a graphics designer again. And if you know of a great graphics designer, then please put their link in the comments here. That would be awesome. I even got a C one time in art class because my teacher asked me to draw a monkey, and obviously he couldn't even tell that it was a monkey. So if someone like that can make graphics, then anyone can. Also, it's great to reach out when you can't make the graphics that you want. So for example, the Mama Nurture logo, Lindsay made that for Kim and I, and we love that logo because it really embodies who we are and what we do with Mama Nurture. 2 other logos, the Connected Yoga Teacher logo and my Shannon Crow logo. I struggled with those a lot. I sent some crazy looking drawings to a Fiverr artist, and I don't even know the Fiverr artist's name because that's the way Fiverr works. If you guys are wondering what Fiverr is, it's Fiverr, and you can hire artists to do many things. I like to give them a tip on there because I feel like they're not really paid what you would pay another graphic artist. But it's kind of like the lottery. So they're going to come back to you with something and you might not like it, and then you can ask for a couple more revisions. You might not like it. So it's good to find a good one on there. Hi Natalie, great to see you. Thanks for the Facebook Live video that you did for Tone Studio. Okay, so let's start. Let's dive in. So tool number 1, do you like this? I didn't even make a graphic because I would have had to print it, and I like to save trees, so I did use paper, but I didn't use as much ink. So ColorZilla is the first one. I have to thank Sean for this one actually. And this is a great little tool that you can use with your browser. So Google Chrome and Firefox, you can use it on. If you don't have Google Chrome or Firefox, please get them. They're great browsers. Hello, Alexandra Sandy Duncan. You'll have to type, what do most people call you, Alexandra Sandy Duncan? Because Facebook's funny that way. So ColorZilla, this allows you to pick colors from your website. So say you find a really cool picture that you like, or you just like someone else's colors from their website, or you just like one color that you've seen on the internet. You can install this in your browser. Look at me doing it because I'm not showing you my computer today. But I do have graphic images to send you in an email. So it allows you to pick a color from the page, which is really cool. I only use the first 2 features of this little tool. Maybe it does many more things. I click on the very top one that says pick color from page, and then I click on the next one. So I pick the color from the page, sorry guys, and then click on whatever color I like. I get to see the little box, and then the next one down is color picker, and that allows me to see the number for the color. So if anybody's ever done any kind of graphics, or if you have someone doing your website, you pick your colors and they're really specific for the internet. So that's ColorZilla, and I do have pictures in an email going out. So if you sign up for my shannoncrow.com newsletter to teachers, and you'll get it by tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. It's scheduled. I'm not up at 5 a.m. sending out emails. Yes, I went through all the points of that one. So the next one is Pixabay. So Pixabay really simply gives you images. So it's great to use images that mean a lot to you. Maybe you take fantastic photos or you hire a photographer, but it's also very important to not use images just off the internet that someone else has taken. And I must say that I did this a long time ago. So I've done it. I don't ever do it anymore now that I know better and that it's like stealing. So someone put a lot of work into it. So Pixabay, you can pay a little donation. It's called Buy Them a Coffee. Or you can use them for free. So you get to make the choice on there. Ah, Sandy. Welcome, Sandy. See, she goes by Sandy. Love it. Okay. Oh, Pixabay. You will also see things coming up on the side that are Shutterstock photos, and they're very tempting. So maybe you buy something from Shutterstock. I don't think I ever have, but I sure like to look at those photos and get other ideas. They have some great photos on there. That's how Pixabay pays for their site, right? Advertising for Shutterstock, or maybe they're owned by Shutterstock. I don't know. If you know more of that, you can let me know. Chelsea, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So make sure you, and in those photos that are on Pixabay, you might want to change around your search terms. So often I search yoga. You have to scroll through a lot of photos. There's pages and pages of yoga photos there. But then you might type in something like candles or relaxation and find something new. But then you can use these two tools together. ColorZilla and Pixabay work really well together because say you find a photo that you really love and you really love the colors too, you can pick the colors with the ColorZilla tool on it. Yeah, make sure to switch up your search terms with that one for sure. The last tool is Canva. And those of you who use Canva, I bet you love it as much as me. If you know of other tools that are online other than Canva or similar to Canva, be sure to put them in the comments. If you already use Canva, type it in the comments here and tell me how you feel about it. Maybe you've tried to use it, you didn't like it. Maybe you love it and use it all the time. I use Canva every single week. So all of the Connected Yoga Teacher graphics, all of my Shannon Crow graphics, they're all done on Canva. There's a tutorial on Canva, and that's really the best way to get to know how to use it. So try that out. Also, in the email that I'm sending out to you guys, I'm going to include a poster template. So I made a poster for my mom, and I love Canva because she phones me and she's like, I'm changing the name of it. Or she sends me a little email, and then I can just go into Canva and change it for her. So my mom's the kind of person where I'm like, you should learn how to use Canva. And she says, I'm just going to get you to do it for me. Thank you. So know that about your personality for sure. I love it, Sandy. Totally new to this, but a lot of your fellow teachers use and love Canva. Good. Okay. So poster. I'm also going to send in the email some key tips about posters. Now, it is sometimes easier to get someone else to make your poster because they just ask the basic questions. We learned these ones in public school. So what I like to include is where is your thing happening? this is on a poster. When is it happening? Like what time is it? What day is it? And check that, because I made a poster 3 times for my daughter's birthday. A birthday invite. I did it 3 times this weekend because I kept getting the dates wrong. Who is attending and who is hosting it? That's really great as well. What is it that you're offering? So, and why should people go? And then how? So maybe sometimes there's extra things like go in this side door or register here, kind of the how of it. I have all of this poster information. I'm going to send you a link to that in your email. Let me see if there's anything else with posters. Oh yes, very important point. When you're making things on Canva or any graphic place, and even on Pixabay, and I'm not an expert at this, I feel like I've learned this the hard way. So on Pixabay, you get a choice of what size of photo you download. If someone knows a great article about size of photos, or if you have a lot of information, please tell me in the comments and I will contact you. My general rule is that I download a fairly big size on Pixabay of a picture, or I try to get a really nice big size of picture, high resolution, you'll hear it called. And my general rule is 1400 pixels for the largest on one side of the photo. I'm sorry if that's confusing. Sounds really technical, doesn't it? But it only sounds really technical until you go to use a photo. So say you have a small photo and then you go to make it quite big on social media or on your website, it's just going to show up fuzzy and pixelated. A great example of this is on the Mum and Nurture website. I used a Facebook size for our new online training that we're doing. And it's a little fuzzy. It's not perfect. But there's another rule. It's okay for now. It's getting the information out there. Okay, so my general rule for size is 1400 for a website. And that would be the biggest. So then you can scale down from there. And Canva, so all of these tools that I've shown you today are free. Canva does have a paid version, and you can pay for photos on Pixabay. So you have the choice. On Canva's paid version, I pay for it now because I use it all the time and it makes life quicker for me. So I can, when I'm working on a website for someone, I can put all of the website colors there, their logo, and it's kind of, it shows their brand. So when I go to make a graphic, I can quickly pick on those ones. Trying to think if there are any other points. Do you guys have questions? I know it's a lot of information. For those of you who are just joining in now, if you go back and watch the replay, I go over 4 bonus tips on how to improve your cueing while teaching yoga. So you can do that in the replay. And there was something else. It really helps me if you have enjoyed this video and then you share it with other yoga teachers. So maybe you're in a yoga teacher group on Facebook, and it helps me if you can share it with them, or maybe you just have a yoga teacher friend and you're like, hey, I like this video, and this might help you to make some graphics. Next week, we're going to talk about how to increase your yoga class size. So if you guys have specific questions about that, send them to me by email, info@shannoncrow.com. I'm working away at getting all of these Facebook Live videos on our theconnectedyogateacher.com website. Hasn't happened yet, but it's on the list. A really important note on this. Hi, Sheila Belfour. Can you lay out the steps to take, she asks. Yeah. Do we start with Pixabay to download a picture and then use ColorZilla? Perfect question, Sheila. I would say first start with Canva and see if you like this program. So it's all online. That's what I love about it, is that it saves all of my stuff online. It does take a lot of room on your computer to run. I have a pretty new computer, and so it's okay. But I would recommend trying that first, playing around with that. The ColorZilla one, I use it a lot to pull from colors, but I'm not sure if that's because I'm on there doing graphics. Yeah, I would say Canva first and do their little tutorial. It's fun. They'll show you how to do something and then you do it. It's very user-friendly, very simple to get onto. Pixabay is just if you want to download photos. So there's really no order. You would just go to Pixabay if someone said to you, I need a photo, or if you realize yourself that you need a photo for something. So you can create graphics without photos as well, and then you wouldn't need Pixabay. Or maybe you have great photos already or photos in mind, so you wouldn't even have to get on to using Pixabay. If you guys have other tools, for sure share them. I hope I answered your question okay, Sheila. And in the email that I'm going to send out to teachers, it is outlined pretty clearly of what it looks like, so that might help and simplify it. I know I'm a visual learner, and this is all I have today for you guys, so thank you. Also, if you guys are feeling really stuck with this, and you know that you want to make a poster, and you want to learn how to do the graphics, and you want to learn how to advertise your classes, I am more than happy to book you in for a 90-minute consultation. So a 90-minute consultation allows you 3 topics. Each topic is 30 minutes, and we can cover any topic that you have for teaching yoga. From, you know, I've worked with people about what do I do for my website here, or how do I strengthen my at-home practice, or I'm a brand new teacher and I don't know where to start. It helps if you can really get clear about your 3 topics that you want to cover. And it could be this. And then people who have worked with me once, that one consultation, you can then move into working with me one-on-one just when something comes up as well. So I think that's it, you guys, unless you have more questions. I love to do this making graphics, but if you get on there and you... Aw, thanks, Sheila, for your highly recommend for consults. It was really fun to work with you. If you get on this graphics thing and you think, I hate doing this, then it's not for you. So that's the perfect place to hire someone else to do it. Or if it's not like, ooh, I get so excited. I'm the opposite. I actually am doing the project and then I think, ooh, I think of this great graphics, so I want to try doing that. But I'm actually not finishing the project that I started, so watch. This can be a bit of a rabbit hole for us that love making graphics. Oh, and Sheila, you asked me about making specifically the pretty little like photo with the quote on there, and I do all of this in Canva. So Canva has some things on there that you can buy. Watch it that you don't, they're like $1 or something. You can buy their photos. But I usually then will just take a photo, clip it on whatever size I want. I usually start with a poster size or something really insanely big, like an 8.5 by 11 kind of poster size. And Canva will let you pick different sizes. And then put the words on there, make it look pretty. Everyone has their own style of what they like for font and photos and things, so find what works for you. Last thing of the day, this is a bonus. I don't work for Tetley or Canva, just so you guys know, but I did find these little Tetley tees. Ooh, can we see them? This one is for Kappa or Kapha, and it's Vigor. It seems like it's going to show up all backwards. But for people that are excited about Ayurveda, I don't know. I got very excited about this. This is the cool Pitta one. That can be me, but as we know, we're all of these combined. And then the Vata. So I can tell you what's in each one in case you feel like. So the Vata one, and for those of you who are like, I have no idea what she's talking about, this is why I got really excited that it was in Shoppers Drug Mart, because I feel like not many people would know about Ayurveda. You can look into tons more on this, or maybe you guys know of a great person who does Ayurveda. Okay, the Vata is cinnamon, chamomile, orange peels. The Pitta is peppermint, hibiscus, lemon balm. It's interesting because I really love to grow and eat lemon balm. The Kapha or Kapha, depending on how you say it, is ginger, spearmint, and tulsi. Okay, Yoga Barn, fun to see you here. I don't know if you're in Mexico or if you're back here in our snowy country. For those of you who are just joining, I'm going to sign off, but the replay will be here for you. And send me your comments, post your comments here. It was great fun today, you guys. Next week we talk about increasing class sizes. See you then.